Welcome to Hope's Homemade Kitchen. Tonight we're making a delicious chicken tortilla soup in the Instant Pot. Now this is a very easy soup. The recipe that I'm using comes from the Ultimate Instant Pot by Coco Morante, and I'm adding a little bit of an extra touch of making my own fried corn tortilla strips. Now this soup is healthy and delicious, and by making it in the Instant Pot, you're locking in all of those deep Mexican flavors and spices. You can add your own toppings, and that's what we'll be doing tonight. So let's get started, and I'll show you the ingredients. The ingredients for the chicken tortilla soup are chicken breasts, chili powder, oregano, cumin powder, cilantro, onion, garlic, chipotle peppers in adobo sauce, black beans, corn, chicken broth, and for topping, we'll be frying up some tortilla strips and adding cheese, lime wedges, and avocado. I have 2 chicken breasts here. I'm going to add them right to the Instant Pot container. Now the recipe calls for 1.5 to 2 pounds of chicken breasts, and that's what I have here. And we're first going to cook them in the Instant Pot. So I'm going to be adding in 1 cup of the chicken broth that's called for in the recipe. We're just cooking the chicken breasts so we can shred them and put them back into the soup and add all of the other ingredients. So this part just involves sealing it. So depending on what type of Instant Pot you have, you may have to manually seal it. Mine seals automatically. So you'll want to use your pressure cooking or manual setting and set it to 10 minutes. So it'll take a little bit to get to pressure, then it'll cook for 10 minutes, and then we'll do a quick release and prepare our other ingredients. While our chicken is coming to pressure and cooking in the Instant Pot, I'll prepare our other ingredients. So once the chicken part is done, it's really just kind of a dump and go recipe. We want 1 medium chopped onion. And there's going to be no need to saute this at all. We're just going to throw it in the Instant Pot. I just remembered that we forgot the tomatoes in our original ingredient lineup. So make sure and don't forget the tomatoes when we get to that part. So next, with the onions, I'm going to add 3 minced garlic cloves. If you know me, you know I love garlic. All right, so I'm just taking my little garlic press. Put that right in with the onions because we're just going to dump it all into the Instant Pot once the chicken is done. This garlic press is so much easier than chopping and mincing it. Really makes it convenient. Next, we're going to add a little bit of spice. I have a can of chipotles in adobo sauce. Now, a little bit of this will go a long way for sure. It calls for 1. Now, they usually come in cans about 6 or 7 ounces. I can take the rest of this and either go ahead and chop it and freeze it in individual bags, and then I'll pull it out of the freezer as I need them, and that's what I'll be doing today. This will make it quite spicy, so if you really don't want that much spice, then you can leave these out altogether or just pull back on it, maybe only add a half. I have some homemade chicken stock that I'm going to be using in this recipe, and I had this in the freezer, so that's about 2 cups, and I'll use the remainder of what was in the can, the chicken broth. So you want about 3 cups going into the Instant Pot there. I want 28 ounces of diced tomatoes in their juice, so I have 2 14-ounce cans. You want 1.5 cups of corn, drained if you're using a can. If you're using frozen corn, then just measure out 1.5 cups. You want 1 15-ounce can of black beans that have been rinsed and drained. Okay, I'll put that aside, and I'm going to mix up my spices. I want 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. I don't have fresh cilantro, so I'm using dry cilantro in its place. The recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of fresh cilantro. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of dry cilantro. Okay, the cooking time has done and it's begun its keep warm count already. So what we're going to do now is do a quick release of the steam. I'm going to take 2 forks and shred it. Now, if you don't like the long, stringy pieces, you can go through it with a knife and kind of cut them down. Now, there's no salt and pepper in these spices, but you can certainly adjust as needed. Since I'm using canned items, and sometimes the chicken can be salty just on its own. So I'm going to adjust as needed at the end for any salt and pepper. I'm just going to scrape the bottom a little bit so nothing is sticking and causing, when we use sometimes Instant Pots, if there's anything stuck on the bottom, it could cause a burn message. When it's not really burning, it's just detecting some stuck food particles on the bottom. So we're just going to go through and make sure there's nothing stuck on the bottom. And I'll add in that chicken we just shredded. I'm going to add in the onion, garlic, and chipotles and adobo sauce peppers. I'm going to add in the chicken broth, beans, corn, and tomatoes. And then I'll add in my spices. Now, don't be concerned about the frozen chicken broth. It might just take a little bit longer for it to come to pressure. Okay, I put it on cancel. And then I set it on the soup broth setting. We're going to set it for 5 minutes on high pressure. And then we'll cook that for 5 minutes. It'll take a little bit to come to pressure, especially with the frozen ingredients in there. If you don't have a soup broth setting on your Instant Pot, you can just use the pressure cook or manual setting for 5 minutes. Okay, while the soup is still cooking, I'm going to use 3 corn tortillas, and we're going to make fried tortilla strips for the topping for our soup. Now, you can use any shape you like. I'm just going to do very simple strips. All you need to do then is have some canola oil, fry them up till they're nice and golden, and then remove them from the oil, sprinkle a little salt on them, and you're done. I'm going to test one of the strips. It is ready. I have it on about medium-low heat. It's not going to take very long. You want them to turn a little bit brown, just like a tortilla chip. I wouldn't walk away from this because it can turn on you pretty quickly. And those are done. So just put them on a paper towel. And you want to salt them right after they come out of the grease. That way they'll stick a little better. Those are delicious. Okay, the soup program has completed now, and we're going to let it naturally release for 10 minutes, and then we'll do a full pressure release once 10 minutes has passed. Okay, it was supposed to release for 10 minutes. I went a little bit over, but we will do that now. Okay, we'll wait till the steam completely stops, then we'll open it up and serve up the soup. rich, delicious soup. All right, this is the way we're going to doctor up the soup. Add a little cheese, a little squeeze of lime, some avocado, and some homemade tortilla strips. You can add whatever toppings you like. Sour cream would be great on this. Additional onions, radish, anything you like. All right, let's give this soup a taste test. You can see how easy it was. This is so good and warm and comforting. You can really make it your own. You can add additional beans in there, whatever spices you like. You could put some fresh cilantro right on top. It's not too spicy. It's really light and fresh and very healthy. Chicken breast, vegetables. This is the kind of soup that once it sits in the refrigerator overnight, those flavors really meld together. So it's even better to eat throughout the week. This is perfect for meal prep. I don't mind eating soup all week long, especially in the cold weather. But this is a soup that's light enough for summer. You can eat it all year round and comforting enough for those winter nights. Thank you so much for joining me as we made chicken tortilla soup with fried corn tortilla strips. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel, hit the bell for notification of more videos to come out, and comment down below. We'll see you next time.